Motherfucker. Oh, that's tough. Am I live now? I am such a silly goose. I am so sorry, guys. How embarrassing. I've been talking to myself for like 13 minutes now. We solved the whole rhythmic crisis all on our own. That's upsetting. On OBS, there's a start streaming button, and then there's a go live button. I clicked start streaming and I didn't click go live. That's on me, fam. I apologize. But no, we figured out the rhythmic issue. So like the last week or so, rhythmic's been like kind of garbage. Either been crashing or like not loading like my entire footprint chart. Like I was maybe getting like, either it was only loading the current bar or like not any past bars. So some guy from Matt's Discord messaged me and he's like, hey, I used to have the same problem. Here's the fix. And what you do is you go into Rhythmic where you log in. Let me pull it up. Let me do it. You go to Rhythmic where you log in. Right here, okay. And you change your gateway. So I'm assuming we're all Chicago because we're US. But you just change it to a different server or gateway from Chicago area. Like change it from the one that's your own. And it'll fix all your problems. And oh my gosh. It fixed all my problems. The data loaded so fast. It loaded so fast. You gotta change it for both. We changed it so fast and got rid of like all the problems. So we have a fix now. I need to, how do I cancel this? Oh, cancel. There it is. There it is. Oh, you've had it fine since Decoy? Well, you live pretty close to Chicago. Maybe that's it. Damn East Coasters. You're getting privilege. East Coast privilege. No, my Apex, or not Apex, my Rhythmic has been straight garbage. Like the last like week or two. Like it's crashed so many times. Like yesterday, around 39:05, I was about to get long. I was sitting there watching it. Rhythmic crashed. And like I completely missed the whole level. I wanted to cry. I wanted to punch the wall. So I just got up and left. I was so mad. And then even the day before, like I quit trading early because, again, Rhythmic just like wouldn't stop crashing. It's been ridiculous. So how is everyone this morning? Are we ready to make some money? Are we ready to have a great day? Let me pull up the news with Decoy. Shout out Decoy for all this fantastic news that you give us every day. At 9 a.m. CST, it's 10 a.m. EST. Consumer sentiment, and then consumer inflation expectations. So could be some volatility there. Could be. I don't think it's gonna be enough to like rocket ship us back to 4K. Yeah, no. Nothing like wild. Kind of a weird overnight session too. Like we dumped pretty hard yesterday. And then overnight just kind of consolidated. I feel like last month consumer sentiment, we got some decent action. Wasn't absurd though. Yeah, like I expect some movement for sure. Like I just don't think it's anything that's gonna like we need some sauce. We're gonna get back to 4K. I don't know if it's gonna happen though. This don't look too good. This don't look too good. I think we might be in store for some downage. Some sad boy downage. I don't know, I was looking at it and it's almost like we're in this previous consolidation zone area. I guess we're a little above it. We're a little above it. But this area right here was pretty wild. A lot of volume was put in. So I would expect to dip down to it. And then when we get in there, it's gonna decide what we want to do. And we're right at the Fibby boy too. Pull back in a bear market. Under it right now. Not the sauce. Not the sauce. But if we flip this thing around. Kind of in the 6th area. Not really liking it though. Not the biggest fan of that. Now that. I just don't know. I'm not a big fan of fibs when we bounce. Like that. Yeah, nothing super awesome. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose real quick.
Not a myth, but a fact. I need to get my life back. I promise you it's me, it's not you. Not a myth, but a fact. I don't wanna hurt you like that.
There it is. There it is. Dog, I tell you what. Dogs, I tell you what. My allergies kicking my ass. I might not live. This might be the end of banana bread goose. Like I can't sleep. Can't breathe. Might just be the end of me. But you know what though, I have coffee, so I think we're gonna be alright. For now at least. But we need the market to do something. I'd like to take a trade one of these mornings. It's just been... We're always just like sitting here at VWAP. Can't do nothing. You get up earlier, I guess. Start streaming at 5. Maybe then we'll be early enough to get an entry. Maybe. Maybe. let's get that fib out of here. Now, I don't really like macro fibs. I'm just not a fan, just because they miss a lot of time. But we'll see you later, Decoy. You have fun. Go be a boss. I'm not a big fan of macro fibs, just because I feel like they're kind of vague, right? You could draw a fib. They're more like a hindsight fib in a way. Like, oh yeah, I pulled it back around here. But they're not something that you can really use for an entry. It's more like a vibe, which is fine. You can use them as a vibe. But I really like the daily fib. Drawing a fib from, like, let's say in the first hour, you draw your fib from the very lowest point to the very highest point. This is only after, like, let's say we rip it open, right? And then we start pulling back. I'll throw a fib on there, and I had this crazy percentage. It was like plus 70% of the time, plus 80% of the time maybe, that you could draw it, and we would test like the 0.61 to 0.65 fib, and then continue back up on those bull trend days, and those were always really nice. It took a bit to kind of figure out where to draw them. But yeah, the low a day to the high a day in RTH. Don't count glowbacks. And then get that 0.61 on like a big pullback. Like, let's say like it ripped like 50 points off open, or dumped. Same thing with bear market too. If it dumps like 65 points or something, and draw a fib when we start pulling back. Like, once you got like a pretty decent sized pullback, and you're like, okay, we're like really pulling here. Then you draw the fib. And I really like that one as far as judging, like, hey, this is a good area, the pullback area, but especially when it lines up with volume profile or any other levels that I really like a fib plus a power trade. I'm mortgaging my house on that. That's the level that should bounce every time. I'm going long like 10 ES. This isn't financial advice, but do it. That is some good coffee. Oh, it warms the soul. Whoa. Oh. Maybe, we just continue this volatile down. Maybe we just go down. Wouldn't that be inconvenient? It's crazy because you can see, like, the more we drop, the more volatile it becomes. I think it's going to be a really big deal if we go lower than this low, though. If we break past 36.50. Oh, man. A downtrend is confirmed. I don't know how you can't call it, what do the politicians argue about recession? Like, at that point, it's like, yeah, market's dipping pretty good. editing's pretty bad. They'll change the definition though, but we're not gonna get political. Not gonna get political. I need to get a refrigerator down here and a toaster. And just load it up with toaster strudel. So always have breakfast.
You know the way you make me feel. I don't see what's the deal. You said you wouldn't leave. I said this isn't me. Do you know how you make me feel? Come on, now let's be real. You said you wouldn't leave. I said this isn't me.
Got a nice little range here on volume profile though. The overnight. See here. A nice taper both sides. Giving us a certified range. Power trade from yesterday, that's at close though. We don't pay any attention to those. Very good power trade here. Where's this one out? 39.50. Right. Again, power trade, 2,000 contracts. Traded 3 seconds. That's my settings. Then we had another one here at lot. Yes. Not really a lot. We had 3 and they were all pretty decider type power trades. They're all people exiting positions. Like here you can see someone dumped a whole bunch, caused a quick spike, came in here, Delta got heavy, she flushed. I remember that yesterday. And right here, we broke through opening range low, and you can just see all these are all stops getting collected right here. And retest, I got broke even twice on this, trying to catch the short. I shorted the blue line, which is opening range low, IBH low, right? Shorted it twice, and got broke even twice because I was like, if it goes over, like I don't want it. Like we can rip it. Winways got me again, and then finally, I even had a bad entry on this 3rd try, but finally flushed on me. And then let's see here. We had this one again. This is people just exiting contracts on top. Whenever we have a big rip like this, and then we have a fat power trade right at the top, that's usually a sign that it's people getting out, and you got to be careful with those. I like seeing a power trade like down here, right? If I see a power trade like on a flush like this on down here, I'm usually pretty excited to get long. Like this is different because this is like this flush was pretty intense, right? It was that power trade happened on pretty violent flush candle. That was all those stops getting taken. But down here, if you get like a really small power trade, really tiny power trade, like it's just not very like long, those are the ones I really like. because that's showing that, hey, a big player got in at this number. And those are the ones where you're like, okay, he's gonna defend position. We're about this. This here is just targets getting slapped. Like I said, this one's at close. We don't pay attention to closed power trades. Wonder if I have IBH extensions on here. Seth, if you're here, did we hit the 50% IBH extension yesterday? I'm assuming we did. We did. Flag. I need to find a way to do IBH extensions on Quan. But I'm pretty sure IBH would just be 940. It would be the 50% extension would be 920-ish, right? 3920-ish. My math right there. I don't wanna hear about her mother, or why she never felt she had a home. 2 points from 100%. Yeah. The math is close. Because 100% IBH extension would just be the full range, opening range, and then you just add that on top. So we had like a 40-point opening range. Add that. 100% would have been close to like 3,900-ish, and we were really close. Yeah, 39.21 for the 50%. Hell yeah! I'm so good at math. Keep my self-respect intact, 'cause even though I wish you never loved her, I can't erase the past you had. I don't know if you see my side after all that we've been through. Would you still take mine? Tell me I'm not crazy, at least I'm pretty sure, 'cause if everything broke down, would you run to her? I need to start marking out my IBH extensions again. I've been just doing it by vibe. Like yesterday, especially on like a downtrend day, there's such good targets, especially or uptrend days. Like we break above IBH or not IBH, yeah IBH. Initial balance high or initial balance low, opening range high, opening range low. We break above or below those. Like there's such good like long range targets. And if we break above, you know, opening range high or opening range low by a bit, and you come back for that retest at like a stop loss of 5 points right there, hold it. That is such a high statistically profitable trade. Like that's my bread and butter trade, really. One of them is opening range high and low retest. That one, and then the doomsday level that DTP does. Like those are a lot of times they'll line up, like opening range high and or opening range low, and those doomsday levels will line up, and that's just like such a power level. Cass, You're here. Good morning, sir. Or actually, wait, no. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Sir Cass. Just for you, it's 6:30 my time, so whatever 8 plus that is. We've been sitting here talking about IBH levels this morning. Yesterday we got the 50%, bounced off the 50%, and then was like 2 points away from the 100% extension yesterday, which was really nice. I didn't even think about them yesterday, but I also wasn't like that heavy into trading yesterday either. I was pretty busy yesterday. Yeah, initial balance low for the 50% extension was at 39.21, and then the 100% was right at like 39.02. So like such beautiful bounces. Do I have a game plan for today? Not really. We got news at 9 a.m. my time, an hour or 30 minutes after open. We have news. We have consumer sentiment and what was it? Interest rate predictions. Whatever Decoy has in the Discord. We have consumer inflation expectations and we have consumer sentiment. That's 10 a.m. EST, so 9 a.m. my time, 4 p.m. your time, maybe? I don't know. 8 plus 9. But, so yeah, we got that coming out this morning, so I'm probably going to be flat until then. Yeah, 4 p.m. I'm gonna be flat till then. Just chill out. Custom text. Oh, this is cool. 100%. And then I can show. Fixed right. I'm just playing with my IBH levels right now. Slightly thicker. I get dashed as well. Same thing. I get dashed. Thicker. %. Just doing this manually with my brain. I don't think there's not a thing on Quan Tower that does the 50% and 100% IBH extensions. But yeah, we'll wait till open. We'll wait till initial balance / opening range gets posted. Then once it gets posted, we'll go ahead and get kind of a plan going. I usually don't have a big plan going in. I'm not the greatest at reading macro. Just because I can read macro, Like I can look at the macro chart and be like, or the daily chart and be like, yeah, like I expect it to go up or I expect it to go down. Like judging by like the candles and everything, but I can't trade macro just because there's 50 to 100 points variability of where we're bouncing on that thing or where we're gonna go. So I try not to look at the daily too much. I don't want to get a bias. So yeah, usually once the first hour is done, we get initial balance. We get maybe a couple power trades posted. Then I have a better idea of what we're doing for the day. But that's kind of like my niche as well, is like I'm really good at the continuation. Like I don't trade open. I trade, like I start trading like that hour after open. Usually I can catch that continuation of whatever we do. But predicting what the initial move's gonna be, I'm bad at that. Flade's really good at it. He can scalp the crap out of it. But that's not my sauce. Generally generally there's like a reversal or a continuation after the first hour. And that's usually the play. Yeah, I'll play that like after the first hour. I'll play either the continuation or that reversal play. Like I usually get like 1 or 2 trades in a day. In that play right there, in that pre-power hour time, like those are my 2 bread and butter trades that I like to do. Yeah, the patience for sitting still in the first 60 minutes is tough. I'm not gonna lie. It's tough, but after a year of, I looked at my statistics over all of 2021, and I looked at where I lost all my money, where I made the most amount of money, and what I found was right at that reversal time is where I made, like after the first 60 minutes is where I made most of my money, and then I made a lot of money in that pre-power hour time. I didn't take a lot of trades in the pre-power hour time. Usually it's only that one trade I take like 15 minutes before power hour, pitching that reversal, but I noticed I had a really good hit rate there, and my actual amount of money I made was the highest right at that hour to hour and a half post open. So, and I looked at where I lost the most money. Where I lost the most money was in the first hour of the day. I was like, well, if I deleted the first hour of the day, like my profits would have been like absolutely insane. So that's what I did. I just stopped trading the first hour of the day. I sit there, I'd be patient, and just assume, like I've lost so much money in the first hour of the day that I just assume, like, even if I think I know what I'm doing, obviously statistically I don't. So sit flat, and just wait. And I think the real problem with it is the first hour is just so volatile, and my stops are usually pretty tight, that usually I just get wicked out. I may be right on my idea of where we're going, but I'm either too early or it's just too volatile and it's wicking me out. But I'm not willing to open up my stops. I'd rather change. I can just change where I'm trading at and not have to risk more money. That's fine. And I could size down too, but at that point, I feel like I'm compensating so that I can overtrade, and I'd rather not overtrade. I'd just rather wait for that one really good, really sexy setup and not get too greedy. But it's just all a numbers game. For me, it is. Like, it's all just... And that was the really cool thing about looking at that whole year of data from 2021. Like, I just recorded everything. And, like, this year I've been, like, really profitable. But that was the whole thing. Just looking at all that data and then just doing what the data told me to do. It's like, okay, that makes sense, you know? Do I plan to go full time anytime? I mean, eventually. Yeah, that's the ultimate goal for all of us, I feel. I would like to. I need to have, I did the math, it's like I need to have a little more than 100K in my futures account. And then I need to be making a consistent amount of money trading, which I'm doing that part right now. I'm making a consistent amount. But I need to be consistently making that amount trading, and then also have 100K in that account to feel safe quitting my job, because I have a house, I have car payments, I have all the stuff I have to pay for, and I need to be 100% certain that I can pay for that, even if, like, imagine like trading goes to crap or something happens, I'm safe for at least, like, I have like at least 2 years of bills. Like 100 grand will cover 2 years of bills if something happens and I can't trade, or I'm just bad at trading for some reason. So that's basically the plan there. I'm building my account now to get myself to that point, and then we'll be good to go. The problem is I had a pretty good chunk in my trading account, but then I actually used that to buy this house. So I kind of had to restart myself. But that's okay. I really liked this house that I moved into. But I needed a decenter down payment for it. So it's like, well, I'll just use that money for it. We got this house, and now we're chilling, and now we're just building that account up. So I don't know, maybe at the end of next year we'll be looking at it. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe end of next year. The problem is the job I have now is really nice. Like, the hours suck, yeah, but the work itself, sometimes it's really busy, and then the not busy times are really nice, and I can kind of, trade. And, it pays well, right? I have to be able to justify not working there, because it pays a lot more than I'm making trading right now, and it's consistent. So that's the big problem. Not necessarily a problem, but big thing I'm looking at. If I was working a job that paid like minimum wage, or like, I don't know, not like less than like 70 grand a year, even less. Honestly, if I was working a job that paid like less than like 90 grand a year, I would probably go ahead and quit it and just trade full time now. But for now, it's kind of nice to have that dual income. And what I'm using right now is like my trading account. Like, I'm kind of building up my bank account, like my main bank account for like bills and stuff, to have X amount of money. So like it's nice, and I have a cushion there. And then what I'm using now is like my trading account is paying like my mortgage and stuff. That's why, like, I'll always tell people, like, I'm done like pretty early. Like, I'm not taking huge profit gains. It is because, like, I just want to pay my bills and do that consistently while I build up this other account. Once it's like nice and cushioned, then I'll start getting a little more aggressive with this. And it's just kind of, I don't know, it's like a building process, but like, that's okay. If I'm full-time before I'm 30, that would be pretty epic, which I think I will be. I mean, I'm only 26 now, so I'm well on track to do that. But it's just a patience game. Like, it's not like a get rich quick thing. I've learned that. Exactly. Like, that's the thing. Like, I know the first few months are going to be pretty tough, and like it's gonna have that way added stress, right? Because now I need this money, right? Like right now I can trade like with zero stress, because like if I blow the account today, like it's okay, because I have a full-time job that pays all the bills. Like it's nice being able to trade and not need the money, but that first year I go full-time, I'm going to need that money. And so if I can give myself a really nice cushion, for one, if the first few months are absolute garbage, I'm okay. And I can still trade with that kind of mindset. I can still trade with that mindset that I don't need the money, because I have this cushion, and like I'm gonna be okay. So that's the main thing. Like I just want to be able to trade with zero stress. And trading like you need to trade generally leads to more stress and more mistakes. I mean, that's what you see with people trading combines all the time, right? Those combines instill you need to trade to pass, so you don't gotta pay this sub fee. And you see how many people blow it because they're forcing trades instead of just letting trades happen. So if we have like, so imagine I go full time and we have like another, do you remember like the Trump election time? Like how incredibly volatile the market was. The Trump Biden election with also the war and stuff, everything going on. Like the market was like so hard to trade. I was trading with like one MNQ because I was making like like $200 or $300 a day with one MNQ because the market was just so crazy. You had to have like a massive stop. But if I'm trading real money during that time, like I said, I have to use one MNQ. Like that's gnarly. I can't use any leverage in that type of market condition. I need to be able to be chill and be patient. And I'm sure we'll have some other volatile event that's like that. But that's also the nice thing about like, so I have, I'm just waiting on the 10 days now for the Apex 50K account, but I also have the Apex 25K, and then I have my personal account. But that's what's kind of nice about having those two funded accounts is like when the market's sketchy, I can use those accounts and not wreck my personal account. Because my personal account is like strictly like a bills account. Like I will take one trade in that account, not even every day. So when the market's really sketchy, I can switch over to those funded accounts and like not really worry about tanking myself. I mean, like, I hope it works out. Like I said, this could go down in fiery flames at any moment in time. You know, they could always pass some law that says you have to pay X amount of taxes on your trades. Like, I know in France, they pay something ridiculous, like 80% of what they make in futures in tax. Like, if that was the case here, I don't know if it'd be worth it. You would have to make, like, you know, like we watch Faceless and he makes these absolute banger massive trades. He has to make a huge amount to justify being a full-time trader. Like, he can't scalp like we do, or like I do, I guess. He has to take these banger massive trades, otherwise, like I said, it's just not worth it, because he has to give away 80% of what he makes to the government. And like I said, if that happens here, like, I don't know, like 80%, I would have to make almost 2K a day. Oh, did he really? Oh, that's awesome. I was gonna say, because he was just getting absolutely railed by having to pay 80%. So if he can get down to 30 or 40, that's pretty much what we pay in the US, depending on your tax guy. What was really cool is you pay 0 in oops, time to wake up. Let me turn all my alarms off here. How do you get away with 0? Is it just your country doesn't make you pay on futures? Because that's wild. Maybe I need to move. Because like I say, I have to pay like, I don't know, it's like 40%, I think, on these. I got rather fortunate last year because they don't tax them. Oh my gosh. You might have a new neighbor soon. That's pretty awesome. 40%, that's so much. That's like an extra, like, I'm making 100 grand here and I have to pay 40% in taxes. An extra 40K. Oh my gosh. You're gonna have a new neighbor. That's epic. So it was awesome last year is because I took a loss in my 401k and a couple other my like long-term stuff because of the dumpage. It almost offset what I made in futures, so I really didn't have to pay much in tax. I mean, it also sucked though, because like my 401k and my other long-term stuff was taking loss, but at the same time not having to pay the tax on what I made future-wise. I still had to pay a little bit, but it wasn't near what it would have been, so that was really nice. Yeah, you're gonna have percent not getting taxed. That's incredible. Oh no, I clicked the wrong button. Gosh darn it. I killed the music. Killed it. I RIP'd it. That's on me, fam. Here we go. There we go. Exactly. I have no problem with paying tax. Like, I have no problem with paying tax if what it's being used for is for good stuff. But like in the US, the problem is, you know, our tax dollars go to some garbage, like some major garbage. So like, I'll actually tell you a legitimate example that happened. My girlfriend's a psychologist at the school system for USD 259, and she, let me turn this down just slightly. What she did, or what, she's a psychologist, right? And the school gets a grant from the state every year, and the school is drastically like underfunded, understaffed, or the school system 259 for all of Wichita. They're underfunded, understaffed, and they have like they just need a lot of stuff, right? Well, they get this like pretty massive grant, and instead of either giving the teachers a raise or paying to upgrade these schools or paying to hire new people, what they did was they spent that entire grant, which is like a couple, like this is more than, I don't remember what she said. It was like a 100,000. It was like a couple $100,000 grant, right? They used that grant to buy like napkins and like silverware and plates and stuff for all the schools that say mental health matters. And it's like, yes, mental health matters, but that was not a good use of that money, because like they didn't need, the thing is like a lot of those people are mad because like they didn't need new cups, they had plenty of napkins, like all this stuff they didn't need to waste all this grant money on getting new everything or like plates and silverware just because it said mental health matters. Like it was such a waste of money there. And they're like all the teachers and everything were pissed because it's like they needed, like all the teachers like needed like other stuff that was like actually important to teaching the kids. Yeah, it's exactly the 2022 society we live in. Like that was so many of like the teachers and everything for the school system are so mad right now. My girlfriend's actually looking for a job elsewhere because like she's just so upset with the school system, and like she likes what she does. She just doesn't like the school system she's in because like it's so terribly managed. Germany, regular tax rates for employee stuff is really high, like 42%. But you have everything for free, health relation. See, like, yeah, like in US, US, I think tax rate is somewhere between 30 and 40. Like when I look at my pay stub, I almost cry. It's about a third, maybe a little more. But we pay that much in tax. We don't get any healthcare benefits. And then, like I said, like you see your tax dollars get spent in some of like the most ridiculous ways. Like, I don't know, I'm not a fan of it. If there could be a way where like I chose what my tax dollars went to, I would 100% be okay with spending that much in tax. But like I said, I spend a lot of money in tax, and then it goes to stuff that I 100% don't agree with or I don't think is necessary. So that's just the bummer part. And then to see it like not get put back at us. Like for another example, during COVID, they absolutely would not pass the COVID relief bill for helping out people who got unemployed, or who got like laid off or couldn't work because of COVID, right? The government made it to where people couldn't work because they put in that regulations like, hey, like we're shutting all of you down, put in all these regulations, people couldn't work. But then they wouldn't pass the bill to help people who couldn't work because the government told them they couldn't work, right? But then like without even like no issues whatsoever, they were sending like millions and billions of dollars to other countries for relief. And it was just like, Bam. What's wrong with us? But again, that's the problem that I have like with anti-tax. I don't know. It's going to stuff that doesn't benefit us, then I get mad. Erase taxes or something. I don't think I paid all my taxes. He was, I really don't know. He did a lot of stuff tax-wise. I think a lot of it was like for big business though, like gave a lot of tax breaks to like bigger companies and stuff. The idea of it was like for keeping, like I know my company got a lot of tax breaks for not laying people off during COVID. I mean, there's so much information out there when it comes to like Trump and Biden. I don't blame you. Like, I don't even know, because like when you look at a bill that gets passed, it's like what, a couple thousand pages. It's so, like, the US government system is so dumb. And then the news around it just makes it worse. Like, people in the US, like, we don't even know what's going on. Like, you literally have to be like a political expert to know everything that's going on. Like, the regular person, like, they can't possibly keep up. So I can't even imagine like what the news is like outside of the country as far as what we're doing. Or like, I don't know, I don't even think other countries really care. Because like in the US, like the only news we get about Europe is like the Queen situation. Like when the Queen died, like that was the first Europe news we got in like forever. Most Americans, you could point out a map and they wouldn't even know where Europe is, right? Like, that's how like self-centered the US is. And then like the Ukraine stuff, we got news on that for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then it wasn't getting enough likes, so the news just like stopped caring about Ukraine. It would be super cool have updates on that and stuff. Like the updates I get from Ukraine are literally like from TikTok accounts, because like you just can't find it anywhere here. I have a coworker that's from Ukraine, and she actually tells me a lot of updates too about the whole like Ukraine situation. She still has family and stuff over there, and it's terrible. Good morning. Not if you clean the thing out. It'll be okay.
Seduce me, hug me, touch me, take me to the stars. Okay, burns me like fire. Oh, my multiplier, future desire. Oh, 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 you're my future desire.
Oh, you've been to Chernobyl? How is that? Like, I've seen like a lot of YouTube videos and stuff. It looks kind of like, I really enjoy like old abandoned stuff. Like in US, like in Kansas, we have so many old oil boom towns that got abandoned. Like in the anytime oil crashes, like these tiny little towns that were boom towns, like they go away. So it's really cool to go look at these old like abandoned towns and like I don't know, go like sometimes you'll sneak in and like go through all the old stuff. You'll find like really cool old stuff. Like, I don't know, there's a guy on YouTube that makes like a lot of money. He'll go to like these old abandoned mines and he'll find like over 100-year-old pairs of Levi jeans that sell for thousands and thousands of dollars. Like, you can always find like cool old stuff like that in these old boom towns. Oh yeah, it's just politics. Like, that's the thing with news is like 95% of the people in the world are normal, nice people. And then the 5% that are just absolute psychopaths, those are the ones that get on the news. Like, they do it with politics here. Like, Trump and Biden supporters, they'll make it look like, they'll make the Trump supporters think that the Biden supporters are absolute just psychopaths, and then they'll do the same thing with the Biden people. Like, you watch left-wing news and it's nothing about how like psycho, terrible, racist Trump supporters are, when like most people are honestly just like you and me. Like, we're just normal people, just like pay me like make me pay less taxes and make the government better. Like let's help people, and but also not screw me over type stuff. Like, everyone's like pretty chill. Like, you should be able, you can go and talk to a person and you're not going to know if they're a Trump or Biden supporter until like you actually ask them. But like, most people don't even ask that, right? Like, I don't know. It's just news and they need us to hate each other so they can make views. When you went, Cass, did you have to like do any precautions or stuff because of the radiation? Or Muzzmetal. Maybe I'm getting sick. Did you have to do anything weird precautions because of the radiation, or were you able to just like go like it's Disney World? I've also never been to Disney World, by the way. The game Stalker. That's wild though. Like, that whole Chernobyl situation was just wild. Like, reading through the history and everything of it, how they had to abandon the whole city. Decoy, you missed so many political rants and like COVID stuff. Like, you missed so much. You probably missed like the most informal like hour of this stream's history. You were everywhere they were. That's actually really cool. Yeah, I've played that Call of Duty mission. That's like one of the most legendary missions in Call of Duty 2. That's so cool. So like, that's like, that mission's actually like area-wise pretty accurate. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, Decoy, the people watching it sneaking into Chernobyl. I've seen all those on YouTube too. Like, it looks so gnarly. But also, like, I don't know if I'd want to sneak into Chernobyl because of the radiation thing. Duga radar woodpecker thing. I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna have to look up the woodpecker thing. I'm honestly thinking about throwing a 1 MES long on in this area below 78 V2. Just say fuck it and do it. Thinking about it. Thinking about it. Not gonna lie. Just for the pomp back to VWAP. Maybe if we get like slightly lower. If we get down to this VWAP, man, I'll probably do it. Because the bottom's good. Overnight bottom is good. I don't necessarily like how spooky it is, but it's $25. Like, I might do it. I might do it. I just like being at the bottom of this volume area. I like the way the bottom looks. I like that we're far away from VWAP. Coming in the hour before open. I like everything about it. We'll give it a couple minutes here. And this is more of a, I've seen this a lot of times play, not really a TA play. Because I mean, TA wise, it's like, it's good dump. I guess the bottom is a double bottom, isn't it? I didn't even notice that because it's so close together. Okay, that needs to get cleaned out. If we clean that out, I might stab a long boy in there. When we get a double bottom on the 5 minute like that, that's usually a sign for me that like we're gonna go lower, we're gonna like bust it. Like a double bottom, even though they're both whites, they still statistically kind of have the same number as like a unfinished auction at the bottom or at the top. Like you talk to Slade, like that is his, he loves a double bottom or triple bottom. Same thing with tops on the 5 minute. Has to be on the 5 minute. 1 minute we don't throw any there's no statistical significance to it on the 1 minute, which means to me is like under 70%. So if it's under 70%, there's no statistical significance to me. But 5 minute we get above 70% hit rate. And for me, 70% is like that cutoff rate of like, if it's less than 70%, I can't be, I don't like risking money on it, but above 70% I'm about it. Let's clean that out. Then we'll get a little excited. We might get a traded. We might get a trade on the stream. Our first L on stream. You think we go back in the range? 100%. That's why I like the trade. I think we 100% enter back into the range before open. That is my thesis on this. Because the market does not like to open out of balance. The market likes to open right at VWAP, right in the middle of volume, right at VWAP. That's where we statistically open most of the time. So if we're like way out of whack, or we're at one end of the range, coming around like that 7:30 to 8 o'clock time, that hour to hour and a half, or an hour to half an hour before open, generally you can catch a move back to balance, whether it be a short or a long. But I don't trade that. Like if we get under that 30 minutes before open, I get out, because like I said, that 15-ish minutes before open can sometimes get a little volatile or start getting a little rippy or dumpy, just because people are getting their pre-market orders in. And yeah, it's not like a hard statistic that I have. This is one of those things just from like watching market over a couple years. Like I'm always watching the market, like probably the hour before open, hour and a half before open, because I was always at work at that time. So I just turned on charts, and like you would always watch it and you'd be like, huh, market always seems to open like in the middle of the ball. You ever notice like when we open, like market's never at like some really sexy level to buy or sell. It's always like right in the middle of the volume or the stuff. And when it does open at a level, like it's always like an easy long or short. But we like never get that. It's always right in the middle of the garbage. So that's kind of my theory, like on this here. Like if we can bust that double bottom, bust it, I'll go ahead and toss a long on it. Just one MES. It's not something I'm willing to mortgage my house on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Alright, we'll see you in the Discord, fam. You have a fantastic day. Make some money. Make some love. Have a fantastic day, Mr. Cass. We will catch you on the flip side. I'm gonna leave here probably be on for like another 10 minutes or so. 10-15 minutes. See if we can't catch this long. That double bottom's coming up. See if we can't get a quick little flushy flush. Throw an order on. There it is. There it is. We're long one MES. That's what I wanted to see. Now we'll see if we get that quick move. It's happening. We're about to take our first L on stream, Mr. Decoy. I'm so excited. I think I got filled in a gross little spot. I'm not gonna lie. I should have hit the bid. Positive vibes only. Dude, I'm excited for this L. What are you talking about? I'm fucking ready. I am so hype. Basically what we're looking for here is we're outside of volume. We're in a zone that hasn't really been traded much all night long. So I'm just kind of looking for a move back into like the middle of this volume area. I don't know if it's going to happen. Most likely we get stopped out. That's okay. It's all for love. It's 1 MES. It's $25 on the line. I blow more at the strip club every night. So if anything, ES is just taken away from Chanel. Not from me. Just kidding, I don't go to the strip club. I got a girlfriend. Cinnamon's gonna be pissed if I lose this trade. No, the girlfriend's still here. She's upstairs. Oh, there she is. Speak of the devil. You leaving? Okay, have a good day at work. I'll see you when you get home. I love you. We are getting the flushy flush right now. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, fam. Yeah, it's the bulls are. I thought it was, so my theory was it'd be a quick break and then rip. Not quite happening though. Like I said, it's okay. It's a statistic. Sometimes it loses. My account is not on the line with this trade. This is more for funsies. It's for the entertainment factor, right? I guess if we really wanted to be entertaining, I just delete my stop and we just hold this thing all day. Just hold it all day in the hopes that we get that 5 points, which I mean I think we probably would. I would think open would rippy a little bit. But no, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all, fam. Delta's pretty red. Delta's pretty heavy. This may be the end. It could be all over. Kind of wild how different the 1 minute on ES and the 1 minute on MES. Both the same. Wild. I need to blow my nose. Going silent real quick. Best turn the volume back on so I can talk. I don't know, man. It's not looking good. All this volume at the bottom, though. Someone's putting in some order boys. Someone's putting in some ordery boys down here. Crazy. Look at all the POC right there and then nothing below. We got a whale. We got a whale chilling at 75.25. Is he enough to save us? Or have we been forsaken? Look at that. Look at that volume right there, boy. Look at him, son. He's a thick ass boy. Damn, boy. He thick. He thick. This is gonna flush. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that bottom. Look at that bottom. We'll see. We'll see. It needs to pump. It's got 9 seconds to pump. We double bottom here. It's over. We dead. We'd be dead, fam. Oof. Oof. She needs to go. She needs to go. It could be all over. Oh no. Oh no. She's trying. We got green delta. We got green delta. We might make it. We might die. Either way, we're going out heroes. Oh my god. She's trying. Move take profit to 4K. Dude, we just might do it. We just might do it. I think we're gonna probably hit our break even. It's probably gonna bounce right there at 78 and then continue down. Our entry is now the resistance. That's what it's looking like. We're gonna need some continuation move. We just got that candle posted. What we really need, we need the bottom to hold. We need the next 5-minute candle to be green delta, and then we have confirmed continuation. But if the next green or the next candle, 5-minute candle, is red delta, that is not good news for us. That is not good news. That means the continuation is a fail, and that we're gonna go lower. So the next 5-minute candle will be the decider. Like I said, we're gonna post probably a 300 to 600 green delta candle here. And then after this candle is posted, the next candle will either need to be another green 300 to 600 delta candle, and if it's not, we're done. It's over. Game over. We're gonna lose. I'm gonna have $25 less at the strip club. They're gonna be hating on me. I can't pay for their kids' shoes like that. Oh, this is 100% dumping. That does not look good. That does not look good. I don't like the look of the 1-minute chart on MES or ES at all. Looks more bear flaggy than anything. We need some sauce. We need some help. We need some love in this world. There ain't no love in the markets today. She dumping. She dumping. Over. There ain't no hope. Got no faith. Pretty good delta slap. We lost 300. We lost 300 delta. We need to gain it back. How loud she trying? I think what's gonna happen, it's gonna tick out or stop. It's gonna tick it out, and then it's gonna rip to our target. Probably what's gonna happen. Not the biggest fan of how volume's looking down here. Not a big fan of delta dying out. We got a minute 30 left on this green, on this 5-minute candle. Can she hold on? Will she hold on? There. Better. I don't think she's gonna hold on, fam. I think we might be done, fam. 100. Might be over ski. Maybe. I don't like that little gap though. I don't like that gap on the 1 minute. That probably gets filled. Close that up. Close it up. Close it up. Or rip. Just infinite rip. Just like a quick 10-point rip ski. We got 24 seconds on this 5-minute candle. 24 seconds till the decider. What's it gonna be, fam? What's it gonna be? Currently down $10. That's half my mortgage. I live in a cardboard box. It's an expensive one. All right, we're on the next 5-minute candle. It is time to decide. That looks awful, not gonna lie. That looks just like a bear flag into a continuation down. So I think this trade is dead. I think it's dead in the water. We're gonna need some miracle. We're gonna need some love. We're gonna need some ibuprofen. Speaking of the house, how's the new house? Vibes now that you're all settled in. I don't know if you noticed the background decoy, but it is an absolute disaster. I'm in the basement. I have not got settled in. It's one of those things where like we work on one room so everything gets moved to another room. And then like it's just like working on one room at a time, so there's like always a mess because one room's being worked on. So it's still a mess. It's not a good situation. But we're getting there. Like, I mean, as far as like the vibes are good. The vibes are great. So much better than the rental I lived in before. I mean, like the basement flooded in that thing like when there was morning dew. So it's nice to have a basement that doesn't flood. It's nice to like, I have 2 garages. So the 2 garages are really nice because I have one garage to work on dirt bikes, one garage to work on, or just to park the cars. Especially in the wintertime, that'll be really nice. That was the main reason I wanted this place, because of the 2 garages. Because they're 2 nice, like they're bigger than 2-car, but they're not quite 3-car garages. Like they're really nice, big 2-car garages. So basically I have a 4-car garage, which is nice. Then a nice backyard. Then I have an extra 2 tool sheds in the back, so I got one for like the lawnmower and stuff. So it's vibes. Like I'm really happy with this house. I need to remodel the basement. That's like next on the list. But that'll be a bit because I gotta get couch. I've lived here for like 3 months. I still don't have a couch. My girlfriend's getting angry with me. I have this chair that I'm sitting in. I have a lawn chair. I have a recliner. So my living room is literally just a lawn chair and a recliner. That's all I got. Looks like we're pumping a little bit. I will be right back. I have to pee. It's almost time to close the stream anyway. I'm gonna pee real quick. I'll be back. We'll see where this trade's at. Most likely it'll die while I'm not here. So I'll be right back in like 30 seconds. Oh my gosh, we're at break even. We're at break even. Yeah, she gets confused when she sees the computer instead of a couch. Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. I got this computer for $40 a month. I bought it on credit. 'Cause I was gonna just buy it outright. I think it was $1,100 total for this thing. But then I guess it is. So overall, total probably 1,500. By the time I bought like the monitors, the chair, the microphone, I already had the GoPro. Keyboard came with it. Keyboard and mouse came with it, which was really cool. So probably, yeah, total 1,500. But the computer itself, I didn't actually pay for the whole thing up front. I got it for $40 a month. The interest on it was like, I think I get it for $40 a month for however many months, and in total I pay like an extra, I think I'm paying like a total like extra $100 in interest. Like, it's nothing. Not even $100 in interest. It's like a little less. It's like, this is vibes. Like, I'll take that. Too easy. Exactly. I think after I get like 2 more Apex withdrawals, I'll just pay it all out, but I'm using my Apex money to pay for the pooter. Wow, that's awesome. It did exactly what I said it would do. It's going to go up to our entry. Our entry is going to be resistance. And then it's going to flush. We're going to get stopped out here. It's been a good run. It did exactly what I said it would do. That second 5-minute candle wasn't green. And that means a continuation down. It's been a good game, sir. We will watch you. We'll go down with the ship. We'll watch you off. We'll see you dip. Here she comes. It was a good run, but the continuation down has been confirmed. It was like watching like that, like the one hero that stays behind for the explosion. That's what this MES is right here. Salute you. You've been good to us. But this looks like a pre-market sell-off. Here she goes. That's gonna go. This is a pre-market sell-off, boys. It's gonna be a wild one today. It's gonna be a wild one. I bet. I'm gonna put my money on today being unless news is wild. We have news today too, so it could be a thing where we're gonna get down to like a range, and it's gonna range pretty hard right up until news. And then news is going to decide what the day does with that consumer sentiment and inflation predictions. That might set the trend. So there she goes. RIP. RIP. She tried her best, but this is getting ugly. It's getting sold. Quad witching 2. Yeah, there's just so much going on today. That's why we use stops. That's why we were 1 MES. It was a good attempt. We tried. It tried its best, but yeah. Now watch it go up to our target. That's what it's gonna do. It wicked right there. I'm gonna cry, but I don't know. It's not something I want to play. Not something I want to play right here. But we're down $25. I think we'll be okay. We might be able to recover. I'll probably just like short 1 ES and hold it all day. Probably not. We'll wait for that opening range high, opening range low. And that's going to be right at, let's see, news is 30 minutes after open. So then we'll have another 30 minutes before the opening range is decided. And we'll play that opening range. We'll play our doomsday levels, decoy. Should go check out those doomsday levels. They've been hitting. They've been hitting. But yeah, that's gonna be the day. I gotta go to work. 1 ES for 2 ticks in your back. Exactly. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take 1 ES for 10. 10 points today. We're getting a 10-pointer on ES. Like I said, we'll wait till an hour after open. We'll get our 50%, 100% IBs posted, and we'll be good to go. I won't be streaming anymore for the day, but for anyone else out there, if you wanna talk, if you wanna hit us up, go to Trades by Matt's YouTube channel, hop into his Discord. I'll be there all day. Come talk, come say hi, come be chill. I'll be shouting out some levels. GG Seth. GG Decoy. It was a good morning. It was a great morning. We had a lot of talks. We had a lot of vibes. We'll catch you all on the flip side, fam. I will see you tomorrow. No, today's Friday, isn't it? GG's, it's Friday. I will see you all Monday, 6 a.m. sharp. I'll remember to hit the go live button. We'll be there with vibes, music. We'll talk about our weekend. So, all right, fam. We'll see you.